Hey, welcome to Old English Outfitters YouTube channel. I'm Alan. You know, red dot sights, electronic sights, have become very popular, and over the last few years, they have reached the point where the technology makes the battery life long. It makes the sight itself very rugged, very durable. So if they get banged around a little bit, they don't just immediately quit. Very, very nice setups. Now, some of this has been pioneered by companies like Trigicon and Aimpoint. And they make very good stuff. They make military-grade stuff. It's very, very durable, but it also tends to be very, very expensive. So at the other end of the spectrum, you have really low-cost little red dot sights. And they might hold up for a little while, but usually they're not the greatest thing. And sometimes you have limited mounting options for them. Well, the good news is that there are some very good intermediate options, kind of in the middle of the road. Price points are good, quality is good, features are good. And one of them we have right here. This is a Vortex Crossfire red dot. Very nice little platform. The Crossfire, like all the rest of the products in Vortex's line, carries their unlimited, no questions asked lifetime guarantee. That's kind of hard to beat. Something goes wrong with this thing, you have an issue with it, they'll absolutely take care of it. Vortex is a very good company, and we've had very good success with many of their products, including this one. This is attractive on very many levels, one being the price point. It's in the vicinity of $150 or so. Availability is usually pretty good on them, although we always encourage you to double check with us for price and availability because things do sell out and prices do change. But this comes with some very good stuff. Box, of course, and you get a lens cloth, and you get a wrench, and you get mounting screws because you actually get two bases with this. Now, this is really good. You've got a base like this, which gives you a 1/3 co-witness on most flat type weapons like AR platforms, things like that. If you need it to be lower, you're putting it on, as we did this morning, on an AK type rifle, or you put it on a .22 pistol or something. Well, you've got a flat lower base that replaces that one. It sets the thing right down nice and low. So you get both bases. That's a lot of flexibility. You get a little rubber lens cover. That's nice. Something that I think is really good, you get a very nice, simple, easy to read manual. You know how some of the manuals are. You get them and they get really, really complicated and confusing to read. Not this one. Very, very simple, very straightforward. You don't have tons of pages. It's a good manual. I give them high marks for that. The sight itself produces a 2-minute of angle red dot. It has a total of 11 settings. Now, the settings have, the first two are night vision compatible settings. That's kind of a nice feature on a sight that's inexpensive as this one is. You have windage and elevation adjustments. They're clicks, positive clicks. They're 1 minute of angle adjustment. And the manual explains that in very clear detail, so it's excellent. Powered by a single little round 2032 battery, goes in the cap right there. This is the rheostat. This is how you turn it on and off. I like this. This is a little nicer, in my estimation, than buttons. Very easy to use. You turn it forward, you're turning the sight on. You turn it backward, you're turning the sight off. You're done at the range or wherever you're shooting and you're going home, you don't even have to look to sight to see. You just turn it all the way back until it stops and it's off. Turn it forward however many clicks you want to go, and you've got your red dot. Vortex, in their manual, says that, and this should be obvious, but we'll state it anyway, obviously the battery life depends on how bright you've got it. If you've got it run up to maximum brightness, you're not going to have as much battery life as if you have it down on a lower setting. Median range setting, around 6 or 7. Battery life, according to Vortex, is 50,000 hours. That's a whole lot. Even on a slightly higher setting, if you go to the range, you go shooting, you come home, and you forget to turn it off, it's not going to tank in a couple hours. It's going to hold up pretty well. And the batteries are very easy to change, too. There's a slot there. Just unscrew the cap, put the battery, take the old one out, put the new one in, put the cap back on. You're back in business. Out there this morning, I had it up on 11 for a minute to see how bright that was. That was just a touch too bright. We didn't have really bright sunlight this morning. We had kind of diffused light. I backed it down to setting number 9. That was pretty good. Probably could have gone down to 8 or maybe even 7. Had it on 6 to start. That was just a little bit too dim for the light conditions we had. In lower light or no light conditions, down on maybe 4 or 5 or 6, should be pretty good depending on just exactly how dark it is. Our experience with these has been, and we've had them on a couple different platforms, is they seem to mount up really true. We had this on an AR pistol. We had one on an AR or an AK platform, and we had one on a B&T pistol, 9mm pistol. In every case, by just putting the sight on, no windage and elevation adjustments made, no sight-in attempts made, it was very good. Windage was right there. On the AR pistol, it had a set of pre-zeroed iron sights on it. Popping the iron sights up and looking through the sight, the red dot sat right on top of the front. Well, that's where you want it. So really good, easy things to mount. Speaking of easy to mount, you've got a simple bar and you've got a screw. Comes with the tool to mount it. So it's a really good deal. Easy to put on, no problem at all. Easy to take off. Just loosen it up, pull it off. The fact that you get both a higher and a lower mount is really nice, especially for this price point. A lot of things you'll only get one mounting option. In some cases, there aren't even other mounting options. So with this one, having both gives it a lot of flexibility across a wide range of firearms. Really nice little sight. Again, price point's excellent. Availability's pretty good. Quality's pretty good. There are some other reviews out there where people have put them on a wide range of weapons, including heavy recoil and stuff, had no trouble. We had it on, as I said, the B&T pistol, 9mm. We had it on AK. We had it on AR pistol. No problems across any of them. Red dot sights are nice. You don't have two differing iron sights to line up. You have just that red dot to put on target. And that makes shooting very easy, especially if you have issues with vision or something like that. Tends to make shooting fast. I've had occasion to use sights similar to this professionally, and they do definitely make the sighting faster and more efficient. And I'm going to mention it again, I give them high marks for this manual. It's very simple, very easy to read manual, laid out very well. You got plenty of good information in there. That's nice, because not every manufacturer gives you a manual that's clear and easy to read. Okay, well, that's what we've got talking about red dot sights today. So we appreciate you watching. Until next time, I'm Alan for Old English Outfitters.